Hey guys, Patricia Zars here, your Texas pool concierge. Now, when installing a swimming pool, there's a lot of different parts to the process. But before we can start excavating, start installing the pool, putting the equipment in, all of that, there are several things that have to get done ahead of time. And today on Pool Talk with Trish, we're specifically going to talk about how to submit for your permit and your HOA approval. Let's dive in. Okay, so if you're in the city limits or if you're in a municipality that requires permitting for pool installations, you're going to have to submit for approval. And if you're in a community that has an HOA that requires approval as well, you're going to also need to submit for your homeowners association approval. The good news is we help with that entire process. And a lot of the information that's needed by the city or by your HOA is going to be the same. So typically when we come out for your initial yard site evaluation, we're going to measure out the yard and where the pool is going to sit in the yard. And from this appointment, we'll typically put together a diagram on your survey that will show all of the dimensions and how the pool is going to be laid out. Now we do need an official copy of your survey to be able to diagram this out and be able to submit for your permit. On this diagram, we're going to of course put where the pool goes. We're going to also put all of the dimensions as far as the distance from your foundation, the distance from your fences, and show that the pool is going to be installed within the guidelines for any restrictions as far as setbacks or easements. We also typically on the diagram are going to put the location of where your pool equipment is going to sit and the location of your electric panel. And another thing they typically like to see on the diagram is the location of your fence and the location of any gate that would allow access to the backyard where your pool is going to be located. And there are usually different requirements for the gate, such as maybe it needs to open to the outside, that it has a lock on it, things like that. And in a lot of instances, we do need to note if there's an audible alarm on your back door. So once we've got this diagram together, this is a diagram that will go in the packet both for the HOA and for the city permit. And along with this diagram, we typically will also include engineer specifications showing how the pool is going to be installed, everything from how big of a hole is needed, the different depths, and the different structural components that are going to go into the pool installation. And when it comes to submitting for the city permit, that's actually something that we take care of. So we will get the application filled out, get that diagram submitted, as well as those specifications, and that's part of our process. And when it comes to the HOA, there may be a few additional things that the HOA requires, like the color of the pool, the material of the pool, and what a finished product of the pool is going to look like once it's installed. Typically, they're just looking for an example. So a photo of another pool the same shape and size that's been installed typically does the job. And when it comes to submitting the information to the homeowners association, this is something that you, the homeowner, typically do. So you'll fill out the application, and of course we can help answer any questions if you're not sure what to put on it. And then we'll provide you with all of that information. The diagram, the engineer specifications, any of those additional items that they're requiring, so that you can get everything submitted to them. Typically, most of your HOAs have about 30 days for their review process. So make sure you've allotted enough time for that and that you get that application in as quickly as you can. So when it comes to getting the permit, we take care of all of that. And when it comes to the HOA, again, we provide you with everything you need to submit, and the process is typically pretty simple. If you need anything at all, just reach out. I'm here to answer any and all of your pool questions. I can't wait to see you soon, and I can't wait to help you get swimming.